Welcome to the new season, Volume 2 of Crown Level Confidence Podcast. I'm Kalia Janae, your dedicated host. I'm a wife, mom, entrepreneur, certified life coach, and motivational speaker. I've got a background in humanities, communication, and I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. This podcast is your go-to source for empowerment and to inspire your journey toward unshakable confidence and fortified self-belief. In this volume, I'm bringing you fresh conversations and uplifting stories from incredible individuals who have overcome many obstacles in their lives and still achieved greatness. Get ready to elevate your mindset, embrace your power, and shine like the star you are. Let's embark on this journey together and straighten up your crown. Let's jump right in. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this newest episode of Crown Level Confidence. I am your host, Kalia Janae, your favorite mindset coach, and I have here with me today a phenomenal woman. You know, we only have phenomenal women on the show, so the simple fact that she's even here, but in her own right, she's amazing. And before I tell you all the wonderful things about her, her name is Tiara Buster. Tiara, say hey.
Hi everyone.
And you know what? Let me stop here because I'm crown focused and tiara obsessed. Am I saying your name right?
Yes, you are.
Perfect.
Yes.
How fitting. So y'all meet Tiara Buster, a storyteller, speaker, and the creative mind behind her beauty brand, Shiso Pretty. In her book, Single and Pretty, Breaking Up with Fake Love, Fake Friends, and the Nightlife, she shares stories from her own life, teaching us about finding our true selves and building real relationships. We need that. Her writing is like a chat with a good friend, honest, inspiring, and straight from the heart. When Tiara speaks, people listen. She has a way of making everyone in the room feel like they are the only one there. Her talks are full of real talk and life lessons that stick with you for long after she's done speaking. But Tiara is not all about words. Her foundational framework is known as the P.R.E.T.T.Y Way, and it's infused within all she is and does. Tiara is also the brains behind a beauty brand that's all about being real and loving yourself. She's a businesswoman with a heart, using her brand to lift others up and make them feel good about who they are. Tiara's journey shows us all how to stay true to ourselves. Didn't I tell you she was phenomenal?
Girl, what type of introduction? You listen. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That is like the best introduction ever. You're so like, did you write that down? Or did you just come that? I'm over here like, am I all of that?
You are, and more.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You got me.
We're happy to have you here.
Well,
welcome to the Crown Level Confidence community. And we got this beautiful background on you, and I believe every word of it. I honestly do. So tell us, bring us into you, your journey, your story, and maybe can you share a particular memorable or funny story from your journey that didn't quite make it into Single and Pretty, but reflects the essence of the P.R.E.T.T.Y way?
Oh my God. Okay. So this, first off, this Pretty Way stands for pursuing your passions, rising above adversity, elevating your dreams, taking time for yourself, trusting your journey, all while yearning for wisdom. That is the P.R.E.T.T.Y, the Pretty Way, right? Mm-hmm. So that is my 6-step framework. And with that being said, an experience that I had that didn't make the book. I thought about this question a couple of times, and one of the things that really came up, 2 things came up, right? I had, and I say in past tense because I just lost her this year in March. I had a best friend for over 15 years. Wow. We met at the age of 18 and in college, and I decided after that first year we met, I decided to move to Virginia and finish out my college years. And we decided that we were going to be best friends no matter what. So we're like the epitome of like long distance friendship. So that happened over 10 years. And I'm just going to fast forward you to a point where I moved her down here with me because I was starting my beauty business, and she was starting her massage business. And we had all of these ideas that we wanted, that we had for the business. And I was going to buy this amazing house, and we were going to pimp it out. We were going to live upstairs and, work downstairs and grow this empire. Right. And I didn't recognize that my best friend was dealing with substance abuse. Yeah. So I noticed something was wrong, but she had become very secretive in what she was doing and trying to hide it. But I would, I could smell alcohol. I can see slurs in her speech, but she wouldn't say exactly what it was. But it got so bad to the point where I had to basically kick her out of my home because, I was fighting between my own safety. And she didn't want to go back home where her parents were trying to get her help. She wanted to kind of still live in that aimlessly living type of state. She didn't want to take responsibility just yet. And God separated us, and through that separation, it was actually during COVID. So it went from 2020 to 2022 where we were separated. And the lesson that I learned during that time was I learned grace, how to give grace, and how to practice forgiveness on an all-time high, because I was hurt, Yeah. And that part didn't make the book. And I think God made it that way just so it wouldn't kind of be a focal point. But I'm happy to talk about it now. And once God brought us back together, it was like grace, God just opened up the floodgates of acceptance. So she had been going to counseling, working on herself, and I definitely had been working on myself. And we were able to reconnect with each other and try to really spend time rebuilding that friendship. But the sad part of the story is it's a catch-22. God gave me 1 year to the date that we reconnected to the date of her demise. And she died of an overdose. She went back to it. She was clean for a while and went back, and it eventually took her life. So that part didn't make the book. But what did make the book is I dedicate a in her memory in the back of the book. So yeah, I do like a in memory part for her. I don't even know where that's said in the book. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Yeah, in memory to my best friend Dana. So that was one thing that didn't really make the book in all of its detail, because it would have really just been putting all of her business out there, and I didn't really want to do that and shine that type of light on her. But perseverance, strength, forgiveness, grace for people. God gave me all of those true life experiences that I can now carry on. And now I have a soft spot for people when it comes to those type of situations. It just gives me a different type of heart. My heart is like God is working on my heartstrings like no other.
Yes.
Seriously, it's like I can literally feel people's shame. I can feel their pride. I can feel their discomfort. And it's just, I just want to pray with you. That's always like my first response is like, I know a guy who can help you with that. Like, let me show you him, let me welcome you to him. Let me introduce y'all right quick.
Yeah, right.
His name is God. His name is
Jesus. So, absolutely. Yeah. I love that.
Thank you.
So tell us, and we're sticking right now to the scope of your book, but at any time you want to color outside the lines, if you will, to let the listeners know, who you are, beyond the book, you feel free to do that too. But if you had to pick one chapter or moment in your book that was the most transformative or eye-opening for you, what would you say that would be? And let us know why.
Okay, so one of the most transformative moments is when me and my mom had the chance to rebuild our relationship. So in the book, I talk about generational curses. I go a little bit back into little Tiara, where my family, we have generational curses of drug abuse, prison, just toxicity, violence, abuse, verbal, physical, all of that type of stuff. And it was a point in time where me and my mom, like I lost trust in my mom because, she wanted to be in the streets and she was too busy to actually try to figure out who her daughter was when I was turning 18, 19, 20, and all of those type of things. She was more in her own world. So I talk about in the book how my mom got sentenced to 18 months in prison. Now, in prison, they call it a correctional facility. Well, I think actually for my mom, it actually did work for her because that was like the first time in a long time that she had to sit down and think. And they had counseling sessions up in her facility to where she had access to, therapy. I think she did yoga. She did all of these mindful things to where God was able to work in her. And she was also in her Bible. Really big. So which it helped her so much that at that same time I decided to move here in Orlando, Florida. And I was lost. I was just breaking up with my fiance at the time when I was in an abusive relationship. I was new to the city, and like if you at any time in life don't need your mom, like you need your mom right then and there. You can find moms and other people, but you need your actual mom. So I thank God that he had me in this new position where I was vulnerable to be able to want to build a better relationship with her as an adult, and her to be somewhere sitting down with daily counseling sessions and yoga and, where she can have a sound mind and not trying to be in the, because prison you can go different ways in prison.
Absolutely.
She was in a sound place to where we were able to have these conversations and rebuild our friendship. And to this day, like I always tell her she's the strongest woman I know, but like that is my best friend, like in real life. Like we can get on the phone, we talk, we read our devotionals. Like when she called me, I'd be like, hey girl, like it's just a different because when you're young, like you put all of these expectations on your parents, and you can see how other people are living their lives and being parented by their parents, and then you can compare and contrast. But as you get older, you start realizing with your life and with your friends' life, how everybody starts veering off into all of these different directions in life, and how those different choices that they make can ultimately make or break your life at some point. In the case of my best friend, she's no longer with us, but in the case of some other people, like they go down some really dark holes, and then you got some other people who make some better decisions and their life isn't as rough, and they have more of a smoother path. So as you get older and you start realizing like your mom is just a person, just like you're a person, and you can take these same turns too. So don't be as hard, on her because she just took a couple of the wrong turns in life, but look at her now trying to get it back on track. And we were able to literally rebuild and mold the relationship that we now have, not the relationship that I thought other people had with their parents or whatever. It's real, it's authentic, it's loving, it's caring, it's everything. Like it's crazy because she was just down here for my book launch, and we sleep in the same bed. Like they used to be really estranged to us.
Yeah.
Like me getting in the bed with my mom was weird. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a weird thing. And for some people you would think like, no, that's normal. It's like, no, for me, that wasn't normal. It's like we had our own rooms. She had her own room that she did adult stuff in. We didn't really do, so now it's like we can sit in a bed, read the Bible, laugh, bring her grandbaby in the bed. Like it's just a different culture now. So yeah. Hopefully that answers your question.
No, it's great. And you know what? And you can't help but give God the glory, right? Because that just sounds like a true transformative, like you said, but just how he can take a situation And when it seems like it's upside down, when you look back, you're like, oh no, this came out right.
Perfect.
You know, when we're going through it, we don't always, not even always, we hardly ever, we hardly ever realize what's happening until we get to the end and we're like, oh, thank you, God. You know, and like I said, we can't help but give him the glory because wow, to take a relationship that was so strained and so full of struggle and now just make it full of life and harmony, you know?
Yes, I like that word. I like harmony. I gotta add that to my vocabulary. It's crazy. It's
Please
so
do.
simple, but it means a lot. I like harmony.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
New word, light bulb. Okay.
Yeah. So okay, let's switch gears maybe a little bit here. So what we know about you so far, you're this phenomenal author. And y'all don't worry, we're talking about this book here. You're like, oh my gosh, I just want the book. You're gonna get the book. Okay. I'm gonna tell you how to get it and where to get it and where to click and all the things. But let's not forget, we have a whole business owner here, a whole beauty brand owner. So Tiara, tell us or share with us about your beauty brand and how you're integrating the Pretty Way into your business and the products you offer, and just kind of bring us into that fold.
All right. So this is how it goes. It's crazy. I started my beauty brand, Shiso Pretty, about, I would say 2016. So it's been about 9 years, something like that. So I started it then, and I started getting clients, and like God just, I didn't realize how when he gives you an idea and you follow through with it, that he will send you to people. So I've been saying this since day one, like God sends me all of my clients. So She's So Pretty categorizes of eyelash extensions, like the individual eyelash extensions, hair extensions. So I do like tape-ins, micro links, sew-ins, braids, like all of that stuff.
Wow.
I do makeup temporarily. I try not to do too much makeup because it's expensive. Like the makeup is expensive because you got to get all shades, you know? So I taper off. That's like special, like weddings. If I'm doing the hair, the lashes, and the makeup, like I'll do the makeup for that. Also eyebrows, you know, like eyebrows, the tinting, the lamination, and all of that. So that's what I do right now. And I plan on expanding it. So this is the crazy thing. So when God sent me all of my clients, you spend quality time with them. Now, what separates me from other beauty brands is that I have the luxury of working from my home. Right? So it's more privacy, it's more inclusion and exclusion. So each person comes in, we have the TV, we have so I put on worship music, I can put on whatever, you know, because like most of the women that I have, like they're either mothers, they're working hard. This is their only time that they can take a nap. This is the only time that I can actually pour into them and they can pour into me. So we have like these conversations. I pray for them when they're coming and when they're going. And I didn't know that the Pretty Way was going to be like my 6-step framework until the book came. But I have been working, like to tie it all in, I have been working and talking to women for over 8 years now. Right. When they come into my home, and I'm talking, we're growing together, and they're growing in their businesses. So whenever they leave me, they're leaving more inspired. I'm leaving more inspired. I'm learning from their walks of life. You know, I'm talking to divorcees. I'm talking to women who's, you know, getting married, ones that's engaged, ones that's where we both were in this single life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to date, and like, so I have like all ranges of all types of
ages and all the things.
From all stages, all ages, all genre, everything, all races, everything. Wow. So yeah, so it's like God had a plan all along. I just never seen it to be like coming through a book right now, but yeah, he helped me put it in a book. And I just was like, God, you really tied it all together. So I'm just excited what he's doing. And I mean, like, this is something I couldn't have been predicted being on here with you today. So I can't wait until we can actually connect. And I'm a hugger now. I used to not be a hugger. Are you
I'm a hugger? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bring it in.
See, that's the crazy thing. Hugging, like I told you before with my mom, like getting in the bed and all that used to be like foreign to me. So hugging someone, I used to do like one of these type of,
yeah, sure.
And people hate that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cat to back. But now I'm like all in, like I want to hug your soul.
I love it.
Oh, girl.
Yes.
Like, we're gonna hug for about 5 or 10 seconds till it's uncomfortable at this point. You're gonna feel my nipples at this point. Like I love you. I want you to feel the love, you know?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I can't wait to hug you.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Trust me.
Yeah.
So I am so grateful to be having this conversation, to be connected with you, to be bringing women in worldwide into your journey, to help spread the message about your book. And y'all, okay, we're an audio only podcast, and I feel like I say this every episode, but for someone who is building her empire on the Pretty Way, she's living it. She's serving the looks, okay, on the Zoom right now.
Okay, now, thank you.
I love someone in the beauty business who lives up to their own beauty standards. And I don't mean that she's overly ornate or there's no vanity coming through here. It just, she's got herself together in a way that says, this is who I am. I'm happy about who I am, and I'm happy to meet you too. So I feel the authenticity, and I can't wait to get my hands on a copy of your book, because I just know that same genuineness, that same authenticity is going to translate from page to page. And so I can't wait to read it.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to read it, girl. I don't put all my little business out there. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, girl.
Well, you know what? You are in a position, and we have to thank God and acknowledge God for your obedience, because you're using your story for his glory. Amen. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point in going through all of the things we have to go through in life just so we can say we made it. It's for someone else. It's never, ever just for you. You're going to get something out of it. Of course, you're going to be transformed. You're going to be changed. You're going to be enhanced, right? That's part of it. But it's never the end of it. So the fact, like I said, that you're leaning into this obedience, that you are having the courage and having the confidence to sit down with God and say, okay, you know, what to share, what not to share. That discernment is also equally important. So I want to acknowledge that for you and celebrate that with you, to say, you know, these are big things. You're leaving a legacy, you know, you are inspiring other women that you may not ever come in contact with or may not ever even know. But the fact is, when we plant our seeds in the ground, we don't control that harvest. Yeah. Right?
That's right. Edit.
So the time always goes by way, way, way too fast here on Crown Level Confidence. And I just feel like there's so much more that we could dive into and we could talk. And so just really quickly, two things. First, I want to know what's on the horizon for you, because I'm getting to know you now, just like the listeners. Oh my God, we want more. We want more of her. So how can we get all up in the rest of your business and support you and figure out who you are and be part of your tribe? One, and then we're going to get to the final word. So first, what's next? What's more for Tiara?
Okay, so I believe the thing that God, so I was praying last night because I'm trying to figure out, because you described yourself as a coach and a consultant, right? Mm-hmm. So right now I'm like, okay, so I'm somewhere in between both of those, to where I want to be able to suggest different things to women, but not actually tell them what to do, but just give them sound practices that can help them and lead them to this man I know, you know, Jesus, you know, so in a pretty way, you know.
Absolutely.
In a way. So what I plan on doing is starting my Facebook page. I haven't come up with a name yet, but by the time that this airs, I will have it out. And I want to start off the new year off with a fast, which I mentioned in the book, but it's not your average fast. It's a fast that God gave me years ago that I've been incorporating for the last 8 or 9 years now. And it's, you take 3 bad things in your life, like 3 bad habits, right? Whether it's smoking, whether it's drinking, whether it's sex, whether it's watching too much TV, whether it's social media, something that's making you procrastinate, you know, that's making you slow down and is a distraction in your life where you're not being focused on the things that you're on, the goals that you want to set for the new year, and then substituting that with 3 good things that can help benefit your life, whether that's waking up early and praying, whether that's going to church every Sunday, whether it's eating healthier, whether that's going to the gym, and instead of watching TV, you could be reading a book, like set a 5-book minimum for the year or whatever. So it's just incorporating these things in your life that can help eliminate your distractions. So I plan on creating my Facebook group and starting off the new year with a virtual vision board party and incorporating these 3 things, and then 3 things you're going to get rid of for 40 days. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm excited for that. So it's a new way of fasting, and you're making a commitment with God. It's not you're just doing it for yourself or for your own, sake of your goals, because that's not what we're doing it for. We want the vision that God has for us. You know, we want the mind that God has for us. So that's what I plan on doing. That's immediate. So I'm working on that now. I haven't come up with a name yet. If something come up to your head, let me know, because I was praying. I'm like, yeah, somebody to tell me something, because I don't want to just call it the Pretty Way vision board, or I really want it to be like clever and nice, and so
I don't know if there's anything you could do with it, but you guys know we're unscripted and candid here at Crown Level Confidence. But what came to mind as I was listening to you is something to do with replace and repair. I don't know if you could do anything with that, but replace and repair. That dropped into my spirit while you were talking. So I don't know. It's yours to run with, or take it or leave it. I don't have any attachment to it, but replace and repair is all that I kept hearing while you were talking about those 3 things. I said, okay, we're going to replace some habits to repair our lives.
Yes. I like it. Replace and repair, because everything is like tied in like so pretty, but I want people to know that this is serious and it's life changing. So replace and repair. Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for that.
No problem. Yeah. We are here to support and uplift one another. We are not competition based. We are collaboration based all day long. So whatever I can do to help you in your kingdom work, I'm going to do that.
I'll be in contact. Absolutely. And everything too. I already joined the group on Facebook.
Yay! We love it. Yeah. So, okay, like I said, the time always goes by way too fast, and there are so many other conversations we could be having, and we probably should be having in the future. So, but right now it's time for the final word. So the ladies, they're wrapping up their lunch break, or they're getting ready to get out the car, go to their next meeting, or they got to get the baby, whatever they've got to do. They're running out of time, and they are waiting to hear your final words from your God-given wisdom to our ears. What do you want to share as we wrap up the episode?
I want to share for all the ladies that's listening right now, that I know a man named Jesus who will help you in every area of your life. That is your finances, that is in your relationships, that is in your motherhood, that is in rebuilding certain relationships, that is in forgiveness, that is in giving grace to people who may have harmed you or meant you any type of ill will. It is someone who can restore all of that. And his name is Jesus. And I just want you guys to get a copy of my book, Single and Pretty, Breaking Up with Fake Love, Fake Friends, and a Nightlife. It is available now on Amazon. So please purchase that. But within this book, it's going to show you my journey and how I decided to stop thinking lower, and I started to think higher as I let God come into every facet of my life. And it was no more playing it safe, because playing it safe or being, 5 toes in and the other 5 toes out in the clubs, drinking, partying, all of that, that life never serves you good, so it's a decision that you have to make. And this man I know named Jesus, he's gentle, he's kind. He's not just going to push everything on you all at once. He's going to guide you, and he's going to lead you, and he's going to strengthen you through those areas that he wants you to work on. And I've been on this like fully faith walk with him for about 10 years now. And it's been amazing. And have I stumbled? Yes. Have I veered off the right path? Yes. But every time I catch myself, it's never like a too long streak of, me going out doing something I wasn't supposed to. I immediately feel the conviction, like I know I should have done that. God, I'm sorry. And I repent right away, and I'm forgiven, and I think that's what I'm going to leave you ladies with, is that I know a man named Jesus. And if you beware, if you do purchase this book, or when you purchase this book,
that's right,
you are going to be invited. Like I'm inviting you to see like Jesus, to see a man about a new life that he's going to present you. And don't be scared, because he's not here to scare you. He's just here to give you purpose with a plan, and to serve, which is what you're doing. Is you can't even help yourself if you wanted to. You just got to serve, right?
Right. No,
you got to serve. You got to serve the people, and that's really what your job is going to be. So if you're in a pointless job, if you're not liking where you're at in life, I know a man named Jesus who can help you with all of that. He can give you a different version to look at something. And give you a different perspective, and how you can cultivate it and give grace in certain situations. So yeah, thank you so much.
Awesome. Woo, man, she took that final word straight to church, and I'm here ready for the offering. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have been so blessed by author, CEO, mogul. I'm speaking it all for you, Tiara Buster. I'm speaking it all. You heard it here on Crown Level Confidence, where we are leading women worldwide to lower their stress and raise their level of confidence. And I'm just, like I said before, so grateful for this opportunity to have you on the show, to share you with our community. We're worldwide, literally in multiple countries. We have listeners, and I'm just looking forward to the blessing, that you are going to be into their lives and into mine, because you're ministering to me too. I'm like, oh yes, Holy Spirit, thank you. So y'all, this has been the latest episode. Obviously, you can stay connected with Tiara in our Crown Level Confidence Facebook group. But also, I want to let you know her website is singleandprettybook.com. You can click it in the episode description. And then I've got all her socials and different ways you can connect. Now, remember, we are a professional community. So, don't be messaging her all your relationship problems and all your friendship problems. She's going to lead you to a therapist probably. But if you want to schedule an appointment, you want to go to her book signing, or you want to support her, definitely send her some words of encouragement and thank her personally for her words of wisdom and grace and guidance. So y'all, I love you. And more importantly, I'm so thankful that you love me too. Y'all have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day, y'all.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Crown Level Confidence Podcast. I hope you found inspiration and valuable insights that will help you on your path to unstoppable confidence. Remember, you have the power within you to achieve greatness and transform your life. Stay connected by subscribing to the podcast and following us on social media. If you're interested in being a featured guest on the show and sharing your journey of confidence and self-belief, visit KaliaJanae.com to connect with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories, and I'm always excited to meet and showcase remarkable individuals, so don't hesitate to reach out. For details on speaking engagements, mindset coaching, or having a workshop in your office, again, head over to my website, KaliaJanae.com. And don't forget to leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback helps us reach more listeners and inspire others to wear their crowns proudly. All right, y'all, keep shining, keep believing, and keep leveling up. Until next time, wear your crown with pride and confidence. Take Take care.